Welcome to Marvel Hut Episode 2 What If? Episode 2 Recap. If T'Challa became Star-Lord, and Thanos never snapped his fingers, what if it was T'Challa, and not Peter Quill, who was left with Yondu? What if Thanos never snapped his fingers? This episode featuring Chadwick Boseman shows you how the world would have been if T'Challa wasn't Black Panther. As we learnt last week, the premise of What If centers around the many possibilities that exist in a multiverse and how different events would have unfolded if one element was changed. Here, we see Yondu landing on Earth, but instead of leaving with Peter Quill, his people accidentally bring in T'Challa. And it is him who eventually becomes the Star-Lord that the entire galaxy praises. In the flashbacks, we learn that T'Challa always wanted to explore the world, but his father wanted him to stay in Wakanda to fulfill his princely duties. As an audience, we have always seen T'Challa as the Black Panther, so this new What If spin shows the character in a new light. His Star-Lord is a Robinhood-esque figure whose missions are all about helping those in need. This episode also has him putting his life at risk so he can find a way to end world hunger. T'Challa and Yondu make a great team here. Despite T'Challa finding out midway that Yondu has basically lied to him all his life, their familial bond feels sacred. The best part of watching this episode is getting a chance to hear Boseman's voice as T'Challa that has now become synonymous with his legacy. The MCU we know has spent most of its time building Thanos' legacy. Ever since the early days of MCU to the big finale in Avengers Infinity War where Thanos' snap ended half the world, this villain has shaped Marvel movies and shows as we know them. The repercussions of Thanos' snap are still having a big effect on many characters of this universe, but in this What If world, we get a chance to witness an alternate version. Thanos is now a part of T'Challa aka Star-Lord's gang of saviors. He credits T'Challa for convincing him to abort the Infinity Stones plan just by having a logical conversation with him. Though, Thanos still believes that his plan isn't as destructive as people make it sound to be, but has surely given up on making it a reality. The episode ends on a curious note as we see an adult Peter Quill living a regular life when he is surprised by his biological father Ego. It looks like Quill's What If journey is still in the pipeline. Marvel Hut. See you next time. Stay tuned. Like, share and subscribe.